Roar's Magical Bus Adventure. Roar, the pink dinosaur, lived in a colorful forest where trees had rainbow leaves and rivers sparkled like liquid crystal. Roar wasn't just any dinosaur. She was the only pink dinosaur in the entire land, which made her stand out. But despite all her adventures, there was one thing she had never tried: riding a bus. One sunny morning, Roar woke up to a bright idea. "Today's the day!" she exclaimed. "I'm finally going to ride a bus!" She packed her little satchel with snacks, a few sparkling berries and a bottle of bubble water, and made her way to the bus stop at the edge of the forest. It was a place she had walked past many times, but never stopped to explore. When she arrived, she found a small group of animals waiting: a rabbit with a floppy hat, a turtle with a tiny backpack, and a parrot with a colorful scarf. "Good morning, everyone." The rabbit adjusted her hat and smiled. "Good morning, Roar. Taking the bus today?" "I sure am. It's my first time," Roar said, bouncing slightly on her toes. "You'll love it," the turtle said slowly. "The bus is an adventure all its own." Just then, a distant rumble echoed through the forest. Roar's eyes widened as the sound grew louder. The bus emerged from around a bend, its bright yellow exterior gleaming in the sunlight. It was larger than Roar had imagined, with big wheels that seemed to roll effortlessly over the uneven forest path. The bus came to a smooth stop, and the doors hissed open. The driver, a cheerful otter wearing a cap, grinned at them. "All aboard!" Roar hesitated for a moment, staring up at the steps. Her heart raced with excitement and a tiny bit of nervousness. Taking a deep breath, she climbed aboard. The interior of the bus was just as colorful as the forest, with seats upholstered in bright patterns and little flower pots on the windowsills. "Welcome aboard, first-timer." "Thank you," Roar said, her tail swishing happily. She chose a seat near the middle of the bus, where she could get a good view out the window. The rabbit, turtle, and parrot found seats nearby, and soon the bus was on its way. As the bus rolled through the forest, Roar's eyes sparkled with wonder. The trees and flowers seemed to blur together in a whirlwind of color. She watched as they passed a sparkling lake where ducks paddled in perfect harmony and a field of tall grass that swayed like ocean waves in the breeze. The parrot leaned over from his seat. "First time riding a bus, huh?" "Yes, it's so exciting. I've never seen the forest like this before." "Wait until we get to the meadow," the parrot said with a wink. "It's the best part of the trip." Soon, the bus came to its first stop. A family of hedgehogs got on, carrying little suitcases. Roar watched as they found seats, chatting softly among themselves. At the next stop, a fox in a bow tie boarded, holding a newspaper. Roar loved seeing all the different animals and hearing snippets of their conversations. It felt like the whole forest was connected by this one magical bus. "Next stop, Lavender Meadow." The parrot nudged Roar. "This is it!" Roar pressed her face to the window as the bus rounded a corner and the meadow came into view. It was breathtaking. The entire field was covered in lavender flowers, their purple hues stretching as far as the eye could see. Butterflies flitted above the blossoms, and the air seemed to shimmer with golden sunlight. When the bus stopped, most of the passengers got off to explore the meadow. Roar hesitated, wondering if she should follow. "Go on," the turtle said from his seat. "You'll want to see it up close." Roar didn't need more encouragement. She hopped off the bus and stepped into the meadow. The scent of lavender was soothing, and the soft petals brushed against her feet as she walked. She spotted a group of bunnies having a picnic and a pair of squirrels chasing each other through the flowers. She wandered to a small hill in the center of the meadow and sat down to take it all in. The view was even more spectacular from up high. Roar felt a sense of peace she hadn't experienced before, as if the meadow was wrapping her in a gentle hug. After a while, the otter called out, "All aboard! The bus is heading to the next stop!" Reluctantly, Roar made her way back to the bus. As they continued their journey, she couldn't stop smiling. She felt like she had discovered a secret part of the forest, one that she might never have seen if not for the bus. The rest of the ride was just as delightful. They passed through a tunnel of trees where fireflies danced like tiny lanterns and crossed a wooden bridge that creaked melodically over a bubbling stream. Roar even struck up a conversation with the fox, who turned out to be a poet. By the time the bus looped back to the starting point, Roar felt like she had been on a grand adventure. As she stepped off the bus, she turned to the otter driver. "Thank you for the ride. It was the best day ever." "Glad you enjoyed it," the otter said with a grin. "Come back anytime." As Roar walked home, she couldn't stop thinking about all the wonderful sights she had seen and the friendly animals she had met. Riding the bus had opened up a whole new world of possibilities, and she couldn't wait to explore even more. That night, as she curled up in her cozy nest, Roar thought about her next adventure. Maybe she'd take the bus to the mountains, or perhaps to the seaside. Whatever she chose, she knew one thing for sure: the journey would be just as magical as the destination.